Southern California, and the Padres finish up this series with the New York Mets. Game 4. Fans making their way into Petco Park. And the Padres taking the field, looking for the sweep today of the New Yorkers. Let's take a look at Jerry Manuel's lineup today. It has Pagan leading off in center field. Then Castillo in the lineup for the first time. Wright batting third. Murphy in the cleanup spot. Jeff Francoeur has hit very well since coming over from the Braves. Comes in with a 4-game hitting streak. And it's Corey Sullivan in left. Santos doing the catching. Hernandez at short. And pitching is Johan Santana. And Stauffer on the mound today, though, for San Diego.
Yeah, Stauffer took the losses last time out against the Atlanta Braves. Went 5 innings, gave up 8 hits and 3 runs. You see the numbers still aren't bad. ERA is good. Opponent's batting average is good.
And Latos won his 4th consecutive start last night with 6 innings in the 3-1 Padres victory. And we are underway. First pitch is high to Pagan. Underway right on time at 105 at 74 degrees at game time. Pagan's average just under the 300 mark. 2 hits and 11 at bats in this series, and he takes a strike.
Padres have done a pretty good job in the first 3 games of this series of keeping those guys, the first 2 guys in this lineup, off base.
Foul over by the Padre dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Latos. A little bit of a wrap on that right hand.
I wonder what that's all about.
Breaking ball gets Pagan looking. And that's the way this one begins.
Backdoor breaking ball. We'll start that ball out. Curls back in.
First start of the series for Luis Castillo, who sprained an ankle coming down the dugout steps earlier in the week. Was used as a pinch hitter last night. He struck out in the pinch hit appearance, which is rare for him.
Yeah.
In fact, he's the hardest to strike out in the National League, striking out just once every 15 plate appearances. And he lines that into center field. A 1-out single. The Padre defense this afternoon. Headley, Gwynn, and Blanks in the outfield, with Cruz, Cabrera, Salazar getting the start at second. So a start at second base for Oscar Salazar today. Played in every game of the series, but as a pinch hitter. So a runner on for third baseman David Wright. Looks out of the way of the breaking ball. It's inside and high.
Castillo over at first. I mean, a few years ago, he would be a guy that, would possibly steal you 40, 50 bases, but he doesn't run nearly as much as he used to. He could steal 12 of 16. Stealing bases.
Yeah, he led the National League a couple of times in steals. With the Marlins, had 62 back in 2000 with Florida. Strike at the knees, 2-1. One on, 1 out in the New York first inning, just underway for Petco. And Castillo draws a throw. Fastball tops the glove. A strike, 2-2. 6th start for Tim Stauffer. Castillo, it's a little bigger lead, and that draws the attention of Stauffer.
This time around, Stauffer just, to me, has pitched with a lot more confidence. Not afraid to use all his pitches.
And right out looking. The low outside corner, and he has some words for plate umpire Randy Marsh.
There were a couple of pitches in that at bat I don't think David Wright was happy with. That's just a fastball with a little bit of tail on it. Nipped that outside corner. David Wright not agreeing with it.
Cleanup hitter, first baseman Daniel Murphy. It's the curveball high for ball one. Able to miss.
Oh, this series has been a series where there's been some disagreements on both sides with the umpire.
Yeah, they have had some issues, haven't they?
Yep. Well, Randy Marsh behind the plate today.
It's Barksdale behind the plate last night. Angel Hernandez has actually had a pretty quiet series over at first base today. Marvin Hudson is the second base umpire. That's hit foul past first.
Yeah, some strikeout calls people weren't happy with. Calls on the bases. Well, let's look at last night's game.
There's Barksdale, the plate umpire. Thought Cabrera didn't get the hand across the plate. And he heard a chorus of boos for several innings following that.
Well, one thing I wonder, and I'm sure both teams wonder, is he going to go back and look at that? And I'm saying they will. I think he went back and looked at it, and realized he made a mistake. I think Hudson probably went back and looked at the call too, and that's how you get better. But for the Padres this homestand, the rash of calls that have gone against them.
Outside to Murphy. And a full count.
The good thing about last night's game is that wasn't a factor. Even though, he was clearly safe, they added an insurance run later on, and they end up winning 3-1. The call the night before, if you're a Met fan, you're saying, hey, it might be a different game.
In the air, shallow left, and Cabrera, the shortstop, going out. Base hit by Castillo. He is stranded. Good inning for Stauffer. Padres coming up. Some still coming through the turnstiles of Petco Park. Let's look at the Padres lineup for Bud Black this afternoon. It has Gwynn leading off in center field. Cabrera in the 2 spot, then Adrian. Who's batting cleanup? Headley blinks in right with Salazar playing second. Blanco will do the catching, is doing the catching at Stauffer batting ninth. One of the best in the business, left-hander Johan Santana.
Yeah, 12-8. 3.10 ERA. Opponent's hitting 238. He's kind of struggled a little bit on the road, but his record's 1-5 in his last 6 road starts.
First pitch strike to Tony leading off.
Now the fastball is not what it once was, but the way he locates and mixes his pitches up.
Bounce to first, right near the bag is Murphy. The Mets defense behind Santana, brought to you by SD Storage, where $1 moves you in. Go to SDStorage.com to find a store near you today. Sullivan, Pagan, Francoeur in the outfield. Wright, Hernandez, Castillo, and Murphy, the infielders. And they have Castillo back in the lineup today. Everett Cabrera seems to be involved in a lot of the controversy, a lot of the important plays in this series. The walk-off grand slam, the play at the plate last night.
Well, that's what you want. You want him to be a factor, and there's no question he's becoming.
Belts one towards center field. Pagan still on the run to the warning track and makes the catch. Over the shoulder grab by the center fielder Pagan. Everett hit that one very well in the direction of the beach and right center field. I don't think we've seen him hit another ball as far, even though he's hit 2 out of the ballpark.
Well, Cabrera's strong. And the thing I like about this, Angel Pagani ran a long way and made a nice basket catch. When that ball was caught, Cabrera's rounded. He's almost ready to round second base. He came out of the box running.
If he doesn't make that catch, he may circle the bases
he
there.
He just well may do that.
And again, Everett's hit a couple out of the ballpark that didn't travel nearly as far as that ball did right there.
Well, he hit it to the deepest part of the park. And I'm going to say before long, it won't be long before he learns how to pull that ball. And we saw the other night what kind of power he has. He had a tough pitch out of the ballpark for a grand slam on Friday night.
2-1 on Adrian. 29 home runs, tied for third most in the National League. In the right center, and Adrian with a base hit, first of the game for San Diego.
One of the reasons why left-handers are going to probably handle Santana a little bit better than right-handers is because Santana's all the way over on the third base side of the rubber. And against left-handed hitters, you're not going to be as cognizant of that ball inside.
Even a miss by Kuz. Lefty's actually hitting Santana at 258. Right-handers 230 coming in today.
And neither one of those numbers are that great, but left-handers, when you're all the way over on that third base side of the rubber, you can get a good look at what you're hitting.
Jams Kuz, fouled away, 2 strikes.
The other thing is Santana's changeup is so good. A lot of times he just won't throw it to left-handers. Where right-handers, he likes to cut that fastball in on their hands. got a good slider. And, of course, he's got the great changeup.
Thirty-year-old Johan Santana, who came to the National League for the first time last year. And what's he do? He leads the National League in ERA at 2.53. And pitched near the end of the year with a bad left knee. He hits his first strikeout and ends the San Diego first inning. A 2-out base hit by Adrian. He's left on. And after one, no score.
Friday Fireworks. Enjoy a spectacular fireworks show following every Friday home game.
And the next one, Friday, August 21st, day after the game for a Friday Fireworks, presented by Padres Banking at Bank of America. Right fielder Jeff Francoeur beginning the top of the second. The curveball up and in. Stauffer's had a few of those breaking balls kind of slip out of his hand here early. This is inside, 3-0. Five, 6, and 7 hitters for New York in the second. And taking a strike to Francoeur, 3-1. Francoeur came over from Atlanta in exchange for Ryan Church.
And I think he likes New York. He put up some pretty good numbers. You know,
19 RBIs in his first 20 games as a Met. Playing now in his 26th game with New York. Foul away right side. It stays at 3-2. Four hits in this series for Francoeur, and he had 11 at bats. Fouls off a third consecutive 3-2 pitch.
After falling behind 3-0, he's come right at Francoeur.
.26 pitch for Stauffer this afternoon. His line towards center field, and coming in off the glove of Tony. Kirkle's behind him, and Francoeur is on with a leadoff base hit. That sinking liner just out of reach of Gwynn.
Yeah, Anthony tried to come in and tried to make a sliding catch before that ball hit the ground. Fastball up. So Francoeur stay on top of that ball. but it was sinking fast. Anthony tried to get the glove down and luckily knocked it down enough so that it didn't get by him very far. Almost had that.
Strike one to Corey Sullivan. Third straight start in left field for Sullivan in this series. Off-speed pitch was up.
Change
0-2.
Got it up though, and we saw last night. You elevate something off speed. Alex Cora hit that ball out. See there, Sullivan just out in front.
Eighteenth game for Corey Sullivan with the Mets. Guy who spent all of his career with the Rockies prior to this season. Strikeout is the third for Stauffer, and that's the first out of the second. Follow the road to Wintersville to Sequan every Monday and Wednesday now through August 12th, and win a share of over $500,000 in cash and hot Corvettes. Here's Santos doing the catching for New York. Started the first game of the series, off the last two.
That was the last pitch to Sullivan. A great changeup, good arm action, had him fooled. He's going to need that pitch today.
The breaky ball up and in.
Just hadn't been able to stay on top of that. He's had this is about the third one that's come out. Had right hand hitter spinning.
Wave and a miss. Off speed and 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Again, good changeup right there. Good arm action.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that changeup's been his best pitch so far in this game.
Well, he's located his fastball decent too. And being able to locate that fastball is going to make that changeup better.
Short lead, but Frank Kerr back.
And I think we'll be seeing that all day today from both sides.
One certainly lives off the other, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Especially the changeup off the fastball.
Yeah, you got to locate the fastball to make the changeup. He's back with another one.
Leadoff base hit by Frank Kerr. He's at first with 1 out. No score. Top of the second. And a 1-2 to Omir Santos. Instead, another check on Frank Kerr. Stauffer beaten by the Braves in his last start. Gave up 3 runs in 5 innings. 2 starts ago. Lone win at Cincinnati. Runner takes off, fouled away right side.
Santos there looked like saw Frank Kerr was going. Tried to take a shot at right field, trying to hit the hole between first and second. Got another changeup, was able to foul it off.
At the third base line, foul by a few feet. That's the Padres finishing up this series. Padres hitting the road. Milwaukee and St. Louis next week. Pitch out. Francoeur staying put. The three hottest teams right now in Major League Baseball are the New York Yankees, the Padres, and the Washington Nationals. Nationals have won 7 in a row and about to make it 8 in a row. They have a big lead over Arizona today. Padres come in having won 9 of their last 12 and 3 in a row.
Yeah, playing good baseball. Oof.
Adrian taking that low throw and then I think trying to add a little deep there to Francoeur.
Francoeur been around a little bit. He didn't bite.
He takes off and a slow roller out to Cabrera, whose lone play is at first. And Santos grounds out, 2 away. Francoeur down to second.
And again, looked like a changeup that was down in a good location. Santos, really all he could do was fall over that. Here it is again. Changeup down. Santos just kind of flicks his bat at it, hits a ground ball. Mets stay out of the double play, and get Francoeur in the scoring position. So, 2-out opportunity here for the Mets.
Shortstop Anderson Hernandez. A rip and a miss. Speaking of the Nationals, Hernandez just reacquired by the Mets from Washington. And out in front, nothing at 2.
Back-to-back changeups. I'm sure Stoffer's taking a look at the swings that he's seeing off that changeup.
Fastball a little bit inside.
And that was a good pitch right there. Just after 2 straight changeups, show him the fastball, show it to him a little bit up, see if he would bite. He didn't.
Left center field, Tony racing in. That's going to drop in front of Headley, and in comes Francoeur with the game's first run. The little flare off the bat of Anderson Hernandez, and the Mets lead 1-0.
Well, we went back to the changeup, and Anderson out in front kind of hit it off the end. So he wanted that ball down, and it's not a bad pitch, but he hits it right off the end. Into that triangle out there for the base hit to drive in the run.
Ready to take some swings himself there.
Yeah.
The mini bat day today.
Both hands on top of the other on the mini bat. It's kind of a small bat, so the little hands even have to go on top of each other. Oh, now he's got it like a baseball player.
Breaking ball outside, a ball and a strike to the pitcher Johan Santana. And a 26-pitch inning now for Stauffer, who's at 44 for the game. That's over the head of Salazar and into right field. On his way to third, Hernandez, and it's a base hit for Santana. Third hit of the inning for New York, and runners are at the corners.
Well, Santana could do everything, and you see him standing there and swing the bat. A changeup, not even a strike, and he hooks it in the right center field for a base hit.
Pitching coach Darren Balsley with a visit to the mound. 3 hits in the inning. Frank Core led off with a base hit. He has scored on the Hernandez single, and now Santana keeping it going for the top of the Mets order. Pagano led off the game and was called out on strikes. Took a big breaking ball for strike 3. Great numbers, though, with runners in scoring position for Pagano. He has a 2-out chance here. And on the ground, right at the second baseman, Salazar. So the Mets settle for a run on 3 base hits and Strand to cover. Headley, Blanks, and Salazar coming up for San Diego.
Go green with your Padres on Saturday, August 22nd, as we take on the St. Louis Cardinals. And get your own Padres Go Green bag.
All fans get a free Padres Go Green bag presented by Cox Channel 4 San Diego. Get your tickets early and save at Padres.com. 1-0 Mets. Santana to the mound for the bottom of the second to face the 5, 6, and 7 hitters and leading off Chase Headley. Bounces it up the third base line. Backhanded on the short hop by Wright. High throw, but Murphy comes down on the bag and held it long enough. They get the out. Nifty play by David Wright at third base to begin the inning.
Nice play by David Wright. Taking this ball on the short hop. Backhand. And then nice footwork at first base by Murphy. See him go up and able to get his foot back down on the bag before Headley could get there. The high throw, he gets his foot back. Down on the bag, gets it out of there.
Kyle Blank's in right field today. A half dozen home runs, gets jammed and softly foul into the Mets' third base dugout.
You see against right-handers. Getting that ball in on him, setting up that changeup away.
And Kyle hits it right back through the box and into center field. A 1-out single. Second San Diego hit.
And that was a changeup and the location of the changeup. He wanted that ball down and away, and it's kind of up enough where he could get his bat on it and hit it right back up the middle.
Second baseman Oscar Salazar. Sporting the sunglasses at the plate. to short. Hernandez gets one at second. Castillo's relay, and they turn two. 6-4-3 and a 5-pitch inning for Santana.
'23rd at 105 and get a free Padres backpack.
All kids 14 and younger receive a free Padres backpack presented by Mission Federal Credit Union and can run the bases after the game.
Wow.
Some folks still coming in, getting the mini bats. Part of the order for the Mets in the third. Castillo leading off. 1-0 New York on an RBI single from Anderson Hernandez. Breaking ball down low. Castillo singled to center his first time up. Bounces it to Salazar, who was cheating in. One away in the top of the third.
So far in this game, Stauffer's made some pretty good pitches with his fastball and pretty good pitches with his changeup. He hadn't been able to get that breaking ball where he wants to yet. All right, he got a mini bat.
Strike one on the outside part to David Wright. Wright called out on strikes in the first. None too happy about the strike three call from plate umpire Randy Marsh. And had some words for him. Got his bat. Little face painting. Ready for his safari. Another foul, still 0-2. Right, hitting .326. He's third in the National League.
For that last pitch, Henry wanted to make sure that that ball was down. Put his glove on the ground. Good pitch.
All right, fans, for a second time. That is strikeout number 4 for Tim Stauffer.
And that's a good breaking ball. It's right where Henry wanted it. He wanted it down. Starts that ball in the zone and runs it out. Right goes right over the top.
Back-to-back breaking balls. This one, the first one to Murphy, a strike. No balls, 2 strikes on the Mets cleanup hitter. Murphy getting the time at first base with Carlos Delgado on the disabled list.
Yeah, Murphy started out the season in left field. And had to take a crash course in learning how to play first base. And talking to Jerry Manuel the other day, he said he's come a long way.
Under the glove of Stauffer and into center field. Murphy singles with 2 down.
And there's another ball right back up the middle. Easiest place on the diamond to get a base hit. Hit it right back where it came from. Stauffer tries to glove it, but once it gets by him, it's going to be a base hit.
Jeff Francoeur singled leading off the second and scored the Mets run. Fastball up high. Definitely got the eye black working for the day game.
That guy swear by that eye black.
Does it actually work?
I never use it. So it takes the glare out or whatever. I think they just like how they look with it.
Maybe I'll wear some during the telecast.
Yeah, I'm
It's
sure.
all about the image.
If Mud was here, he would do it.
The 1-1 pitch to Francoeur. Murphy started to go, then stopped. That's popped up down the right field line. Adrian into foul territory near the seats, reaching and drops out of reach. He was battling the sun with that as well.
Yeah, and to hold the runner and battle in the sun, not knowing exactly where he is on the diamond. You get to the dirt, you know you're close to the stands. Francoeur, mostly a pull hitter, so Salazar shading him up the middle.
Ranky ball gets him looking. 5 Ks for Stauffer. Getting Francoeur looking. 8-9-1 scheduled for San Diego. both with Sequan Casino's incredible all-you-can-eat prime rib buffet, now for only $10. Blanco leading off, takes strike one. He 9-1 for the Padres in the last of the third. Mets leading 1-0 as they scored in the second. Over the low. Henry got the night off last night. Has hit well in this series. 4 hits and 7 at bats with an RBI. Santana paints that outside corner, 1-2.
That was paint right there.
Blanco, Stauffer, and Gwynn here in the Padres' third inning. Right to his left, off his glove, and into left field. Wright's had a couple of tough chances now today.
Yeah, Blanco hit that ball pretty hard. Wright tried
a base hit.
He tried to back up and play it on the long hop. Had some top spin on it, and kind of kicks up on him in the left field. That's great for Stauffer because now he can hopefully get a bunt down and move him up to second base. Try to get the tying run in scoring position.
Looking for his first sack bunt of the season. Santana. Castillo covering. A 1-4 sacrifice. Hey, Wednesday is officially free and easy at the Del Mar Racetrack. Diamond Club members enjoy free stretch run admission, free reserve seating, and a free program. Plus, you can enjoy half-price domestic craft beers, sodas, and hot dogs at select stretch run concessions.
Santana, he's such a great athlete. He bounced off the mound quickly and was able to, get that ball in time to take a look at second, but decided to take the out at first.
And the tying run into scoring position for the top of the order and Tony Gwynn. Fastball strike one, inner half. Wright plays him a little bit off the line, but right at the edge of the grass. Pagan in center shades him slightly to go the other way. Bounced up the first base line, foul.
Looked like a little cutter he took a little bit off of. So right away he jumps ahead 0-2.
It's his second strikeout of the day. And 2 outs in the inning.
Just a good fastball up and away. He kind of had to reach for that ball.
And Coach Randy ready. 2 away, shortstop Everett Cabrera. And a deep drive to right center field his first time. That was caught on the warning track by the center fielder Pagan. Everett entering today with a career high 9-game hitting streak.
I said earlier, he's been right in the middle of stuff. They need him to be right here again.
Fouled back. Edwards with 6 RBIs in the series. Of course, 4 of those came with one swing. The walk-off grand slam here on Friday night. Picked up one last night on a bases-loaded walk. Hey there. Towards short, and the sinking soft liner caught by Anderson Hernandez. Blanco stranded. San Diego's now left 2. 1-0 Mets after 3. And our question, who led the Mets in wins during their inaugural season in 1962? Of course, they lost 120 games that year. Who led their staff in wins? The answer coming up shortly.
I have to admit, I know the answer to this.
Of course, they played their first couple of seasons the Polo Grounds.
120 losses. Wow, that makes for a long season.
Rory Sullivan beginning the New York 4th inning. 2 balls, no strikes. He was a strikeout victim in the second. Stauffer has fanned 5. 7 is his career high.
Sullivan went down on the changeup. He threw it to him back-to-back pitches.
Over goes Oscar Salazar. Here's that chopper and throw out Corey Sullivan. One down, and the catcher comes up for New York, Amir Santos. One after the first pitch. Down into left center, and Tony waiting. So 2 quick outs in the Mets 4th inning. And Stauffer, who's had a couple of innings, one in particular with a fairly high pitch count, could use a nice 7, 8, 9 pitch inning here. At 67 overall pitches.
Well, he's given up a run, and like you said, he's had it that second inning where he threw a lot of pitches. And Hernandez knows it could be a quick inning, so he's taking his time.
And taking a strike. Tried to bunt now, but fouled it. As quickly as he was getting out of the batter's box, your first instinct was he out of the box when he got hit?
You see that ball hits him and his foot's still in the box. He's still in the box, so it goes as a strike.
Curve fouled away. Still 0-2. Hernandez knocked in the Mets run with a flare into left center field. The 2-out single in the second to brought in Francoeur. That'll level it at 2 balls and 2 strikes. From 0-2 to now 3-2 on Anderson Hernandez.
He threw him the breaking ball. He fouled that off, and then fastball up. He didn't bite. Breaking ball. He didn't bite. Now fastball up again. He didn't bite.
And he winds up walking Hernandez. And that's going to allow the pitcher Santana to bat here in the 4th inning. Santana roped a base hit to right field, his first at bat. Stoffer yet to have a 3-up, 3-down inning. To Santana. And Blanco will go out to the mound.
Well, you look at Santana, I mean, major league leader since 2004. Some of the things that he's been able to accomplish. He's first in wins, first in ERA, 98 wins, 2.85 ERA since 94. First in strikeouts, 1,323. This guy's one of the best in the business.
Won back-to-back Cy Young, or actually won 2 Cy Young awards, not back-to-back, but 04 and 06. And won the pitching triple crown in 06, leading the American League in wins, strikeouts, and ERA that year. He's ahead in the count here, 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk. And the pitcher Santana. Here Balsley pops out. Stoffer was cruising along. 2 outs, bases empty, and ahead of Hernandez 0-2. And now he's walked back-to-back hitters.
Yeah, and you know, his location today hadn't been as sharp as I'm sure he would like it to be. And then it would have looked like he got things going. He just hadn't been able to get his breaking ball over, and then he gets that over, and now his control, kind of struggling with his control right now.
The center fielder, Pagan. Ball 1 high. Struck out looking to begin the game. Then in the second, grounded out to the second baseman, Salazar. At the shortstop, and Cabrera the short way to Salazar. Force out ends the inning. A couple of 2-out walks. That's a down stranded 6. Adrian leads off. Salute the Soldier Sunday, presented by the San Diego Imperial County Red Cross Chapter and its services to Armed Forces program. For more information, visit sdarc.org. The 1st Recruit Training Battalion Alpha Company Marines and DIs here at the ball game. Every Sunday home game. Saluted here at Petco Park. And the Padres in their Sunday camos. Adrian leading off the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 New York. Johan Santana, 18 of his last 19 pitches have been strikes.
Not really wasting any today.
Adrian singled his first time up. He's in the hole here, 0-2. How about that ratio?
It's the best I've seen in a while. 33 pitches, 27 strikes. And when a guy's locating and putting balls in the strike zone like that, you're going to be swinging.
Adrian Kuzminoff and Headley in the San Diego 4th. Mets leading thanks to a run in the 2nd. Third strikeout for Santana. 1 gone in the 4th.
That's really the first time he's had to throw that breaking ball. He's pretty much gone at people with his fastball and his changeup, but there's a little slider. Adrian out in front.
Ball 1, a fastball is high to Kuzminoff. Evan was a strikeout victim in the 1st. Under the hands, 2-0. And the Washington Nationals won today, beat Arizona 9-2, so the Nats have won 8 in a row.
Jim Riggleman, new manager.
Yeah, good baseball man. Ricky getting a chance again here in Washington.
Well, I know that he had them out practicing. They weren't just satisfied playing games.
3-0 strike. Florida leading the Phillies 12-3. Phillies batting bottom of the 9th. So Florida looking to pull within 4 of the top in the East. That just missed to Kuz. A 1-out walk.
And the Marlins had just gotten swept by the Nationals, and then they go into Philly.
On the verge of sweeping there.
Look like they're going to sweep there, yeah. So the races are starting to heat up.
Here's the bizarre thing with the Phillies. If they get beat today, they're 500 at home, 29-29, but 32-19 on the road.
Wow.
Game in the bottom of the 9th at Citizens Bank Park. Down and away to Chase. Padres looking for their 4th straight win in this series, looking for the sweep of the Mets today. And their 9th, I think that 10th win in their last 13 if they can get it. They'll have to come from behind to do it, but just down 1-0 in the bottom of the 4th. Outside again, 2-0.
Santana walked Kuzminoff, and now he comes back and falls behind Headley 2-0.
2-0 pitch to Headley. They're going to strike. Chase robbed his first time up. Getting off the second, it took a good play by David Wright. Backhanding behind the bag and threw him out.
That was a nice play by David Wright.
To the right side. Snagged by Castillo. Spins around and gets the out at first base. Very nice play there by Castillo.
That's why they brought him back. Good range, good hands. See him have to extend to get this ball, set his feet, and make a good throw to first.
First start of the series for Castillo. He's out with a sprained ankle. Out of play right side off the bat of Blanks. Kyle took a change up the middle and into center field for a base hit in the second.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see how he pitches Blanks this time. He did take that change up and run right back up the middle.
Tying run is at second with 2 outs of the Padres' fourth. Popped up, and the first baseman Murphy just crossed into foul territory to make the catch. Walk and a man left on. After 4, 1-0 Mets. Murray Lampert Construction. When you're ready to remodel your home, call Murray Lampert Construction, improving San Diego's home since 1975. Log on to murraylampert.com.
Yeah, the old brown. Got the green hat, though. I wonder if they're ever going to bring that back. The brown.
Interesting question.
I wonder.
There are some who'd like to see it, and there are others who are happy to see it in the distant past.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
Well, when we were wearing it, believe me, we wanted to see it, disappear.
Oh.
But I like retro night. I like Friday night. Having retro night on Friday night. I don't know how many people would agree with that.
How about going to it full time though?
I don't know about full time. I'm sure the marketeers wouldn't like that either, full time.
Mm-hmm. Even a miss by Castillo. Castillo, by the way, was for making that nice defensive play, noticeably limping. Let's answer the Aflac trivia question. Aflac! Who led the Mets in wins during their expansion year, 1962? And the answer, Roger Craig won 10 games that year. It was 10-24.
Wow.
Of course, Roger went on to become a manager, including time here in San Diego, San Francisco. Jay Hook, Al Jackson won 8 apiece. Ken McKenzie 5. Craig Anderson won 3. Now ball to Salazar, getting David right. Stoffer gets the first 2 here in the 5th. There's some activity in the San Diego bullpen. Left-hander Joe Thatcher and right-hander Ryan Webb. Cleanup hitter Daniel Murphy. Tails away, ball 1. Get to our Cabot Woodstein legendary performance on this date, August 9th, back in 1963, the Mets' second year of existence. Roger Craig, the aforementioned Mets pitcher, put it into an NL tying 18-game losing streak. The Mets beat the Cubs 7-3.
They lose 120 games the year before and then turn around and lose 18 in a row. Ooh.
Yeah, that's a tough skip. What did the Orioles lose to begin the season in the late 80s? They
21, I think it was.
Slap foul by Murphy.
And that's to begin the season.
Yeah,
Ooh.
ouch. One, 2. And his curveball is outside. Well, the run of this game scored in the New York second, an RBI single from Anderson Hernandez. Let's have a run on 5 hits. Padres scoreless on 3 hits. Singles from Adrian, Blanks, and Blanco. And Stoffer at 93 pitches. The pitcher spot is due up 3rd in the bottom of the inning. And time called. Something got away from some folks out on the beach, and Tony's got to go retrieve it. By the way, in 1988, that's when the Orioles started the year 0-21.
0-21. I think Frank Robinson was the manager of that club.
That's a tough hole to dig yourself out of.
Yeah, you're just coming off spring training where everybody's optimistic about the upcoming year, and you come right out of the chute 0-21. Murphy's up there battling.
He singled in 2 at-bats today. His base hit came his last time up in the 3rd. He singled to center. Popped up. Shallow left. Cabrera called off by Headley. Stoffer has his first 3 up, 3 down inning. His spot due up 3rd in the bottom of the frame.
be king. It's good to be king, my people.
Home half of the fifth coming up. 1-0 New York. 7-8-9 due for San Diego. Salazar Blanco in the pitcher spot. Nohan Santana rolling along through the first four. Salazar takes strike one.
See, 48 pitches. Started Salazar off with a straight change.
Spike that one in the dirt. That one gets a grin from Santana. This year allowed one mulligan.
Oh, yeah.
Cy Young Award winners. High fly to right. And Frank Cord right near the line in fair territory. One out in the fifth. Blanco comes up while Rodriguez goes into the on-deck circle. Advance for Stauffer.
Early in the game, Santana pretty much going with his fastball. And you get to the middle of the game now he's starting to mix that changeup in, starting to throw it a lot.
Base hit past the third baseman right. Blanco in the third, so he's 5 for 8 in this series. Good series with the bat for Henry. Takes high, 3-0.
Blanco not biting.
Inside part for a strike. This is just the second 3-ball count for Santana. He walked Kuzminov in the fourth, and now he walks Blanco with one out in the fifth. Luis Rodriguez bats for Stauffer. Five innings for Stauffer, 1 run, 5 hits. And he struck out 6, just one shy of equaling a career high. Oh, excuse me, swing, foul up the first base line. Two walks for Stauffer. They came to back-to-back hitters, the 8 and 9 batters in the fourth inning.
And he really didn't pitch that bad. The pitch count got up quickly. Had a couple of innings there where he had a couple of men on base, but the base hit to Hernandez was a changeup he hit off the end of the bat and just dropped it in a perfect spot. Good change up there to Rodriguez. So there's the change, and Rodriguez out in front.
He fouls off the 2-strike pitch. Stauffer, by the way, through 96 pitches, 61 for strikes. And we'll see the Padres bullpen in the 6th. Bullpen's been tremendous in this series. The bullpen has not allowed a run since Tuesday against Atlanta.
Well, this game kind of reminds me of the second game in this series where, Nets had the lead all night until the ninth inning, and they asked their bullpen to keep them at bay and give the offense a chance to get them back in it.
Fouled, and it got plate umpire Randy Marsh. Hutchison, the Padres athletic trainer, comes out. The other three umpires as well. Took the mask of Marsh right off.
Oof. Looked like it caught the bottom of his mask.
He basically just took a punch to the chop shop.
Yeah.
Looking that jaw around.
See, after that happens, it's so hard to imagine those guys going back behind the plate and not flinching, not being a little bit apprehensive after taking one right off the mask. Todd Hutchinson, I'm sure, wanting him to make sure that he's good to go. And I don't think he is.
Randy Marsh, who's been a big league umpire for 27 years. And the fans here giving him a hand. He's going to depart this game.
And that's kind of tough on Johan Santana, too. He's got 2 strikes on the hitter. And now to be a few minutes before he actually gets back out there on the field.
So the Mets go to the dugout. And we'll take of the umpires have resurfaced as of yet. Randy Marsh took a foul ball off the bottom part of his mask, right on the jaw. And he's going to leave this game. One is popped back out. Tough to tell who that is.
Barksdale right there.
Lance Barksdale.
Yep.
Yeah, third base umpire Lance Barksdale. I would assume that the first base umpire Angel Hernandez would shift behind the plate, but we'll see for certain here shortly.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Well, you have to have whoever's going to be behind the plate put the full gear on,
Yeah.
but you've had both pitchers. Well, Stauffer's coming out of the game now anyway, but Santana is now going to have to deal with a new plate umpire who may have a slightly different strike zone.
Yep, and you know he's in the middle of a count. It's 1-2 to Luis Rodriguez, and he's going to go sit on the bench here for a little bit until Angel Hernandez or whoever's going to be behind the plate. And so, you know, it's a little bit, I'm sure to keep an eye on him. And if you're the hitter, Luis Rodriguez is the hitter. He's got 2 strikes on him. So he's got to protect, not knowing what whoever's behind the plate strike zone is going to be from what he's seen all day with Randy Marsh behind the plate. So, you know, a pitcher like Santana will, I'm sure, try to extend that strike zone a little bit. See if he can get Luis Rodriguez out. But takes a little while to put all the gear on that you're going to have to wear when you're the home plate umpire. Because obviously you got the shin guards and the pads and the bigger pants and the whole thing.
That's leading 1-0. They scored in the second inning. Frank Coeur led off with a single. He was at second with 2 outs when Anderson Hernandez flared one into left center field for a base hit to score Frank Coeur. So that's been the only run. The Mets with 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They've left 6. Padres scoreless on 3 hits, no errors. They've left 3. Padres had a 2-out single from Adrian in the first, 1-out single from Blanks in the second, who then was erased in a double play. And Blanco led off the third with a single, but he was stranded at second base. Cruz walked with 1 out in the fourth, was stranded at second, and now Blanco has walked with 1 out here in the fifth. And Rodriguez is batting for the pitcher Stauffer with the 1-2 count. And then the foul off the mask of Randy Marsh has now caused his departure. Padres and Mets closing out this 4-game series. Last game of a nice long 10-game homestand for San Diego, which began with the Milwaukee Brewers and the Padres taking 2 of 3 from the Brewers. Well, we expect the umpires to resurface here shortly, so let's take one more timeout and come back with baseball from Petco. this year following a Mets loss, and 6 of his last 7 starts have come following a Mets defeat. He's trying to stave off a Padres sweep here. And San Diego's won the first 3 games of this series, winning 8-3 back on Thursday, 6-2 Friday night, thanks to the Cabrera walk-off grand slam, and 3-1 last night.
So far, Santana's been the tonic. Done a super job. Been efficient. Started mixing his pitches up real good here, starting about the 4th inning. Primarily with fastballs early in the game, but now starting to mix his slider in with his changeup. And it's going to be interesting to see if when he goes back out there on the mound to take some warm-up pitches, is he going to be as sharp as he was, before that foul ball off Randy Marsh's mask. And the players are taking it differently. The outfielders, Sullivan and Pagan, have stayed out in center field. Frank Coors out in the bullpen in right field, where everybody else has come in and gone to the bench, sat down, had some water.
Santana's sitting in the dugout. Well, Santana faced the Padres as a Twin in interleague play back in 2005 at the Metrodome. Traded over to the Mets, signed an extension. It's not going to be Angel behind the plate.
It's going to be Marvin Hudson.
Marvin Hudson indeed behind the plate now. Part of the 3-man umpiring crew.
Now, I wonder how they decide that. I mean, Angel probably is behind the plate tomorrow night, so maybe when that happens, they don't want him, the guy the next night, to be working double duty, so the guy at second.
And the guy at third just worked last night, so I guess the guy at second is the logical choice.
And of course, we hope Randy Marsh is okay. And
I guess what this has to do for the umpires, they kind of have to go back to their minor league mentality with a 3-man crew, because they're shifting changes a little bit.
Now there's a rotation, a 4-man rotation. Now it's a 3-man rotation.
Angel Hernandez remains at first base, and Mark Stale on the left side, and Marvin Hudson taking over behind the plate. We'll give Santana some tosses to get hot again. Santana last year won the NL ERA title at 2.53. Made 34 starts for the Mets, and a lot of that late in the year he did with a bad left knee. He had his left knee scoped after the season. Of course, the Mets have suffered heartbreak on the last day of the season each of the last 2 years. But Santana last year was the guy who kept him in it.
Yeah. Pitched to Jim the day before the last season to keep him alive. I'm talking with Wayne Hagan, the radio announcer for the Mets. So that's the start that won a lot of people over. Shut out with a bad knee.
All right, we're ready to resume. Blanco at first, 1 out. 1-0 Mets, bottom of the 5th, and a 1-2 count on the pinch hitter Luis Rodriguez. Officially a 13-minute delay. They don't treat it like a rain delay, though. This just goes on as part of the time of game. Does not deduct from the time of game. Popped up out of the shallow right. And Castillo lets the right fielder Francoeur handle it. 2 down. And the last delay that we had here at Petco Park was insect related. The bees.
That's right.
Down the left field line.
Boy, that was amazing. I'd seen a lot of things, but how they decided to go inside that jacket.
Follow the queen, I guess, huh? Wherever she goes. The queen bee.
Well, how did Queen decide that she was going to take a break inside that jacket? Boy.
Tony's grounded to first and fan, 0 for 2. On the outside corner, 1-1.
Again, the last time he went at Anthony with a high fastball. This time, slider for a strike.
Nice ball on that inside corner. Well, the Bees heard against the Astros. Found the ball girl jacket down the left field side. Took a beekeeper to get the game restarted after almost an hour.
Wow.
Back to the fastball. And the strikeout ends the inning. A walk to Blanco. He's left on. It remains 1-0 Mets at the end of 5. Trips, camp outings, and out-of-town guests. For ticket and more information, go online and visit Padres.com. A gorgeous Sunday afternoon. The last game of this series and of this homestand. 1-0 Mets into the top of the 6th inning. New pitcher for San Diego's Edward Mujica.
Mujica coming into the game. See his numbers, 3 and 4. Last pitched 2 nights ago against the Mets, won an inning. Gave up 1 hit, had 2 strikeouts. And again, this game's kind of shaping up like a second game of this series. Mets have a lead. You're asking your bullpen to keep them at bay, give the offense a chance to get back in it.
Francoeur lines it into left field. And singles on the first pitch of the 6th. He is 2 for 3. He has scored the only run of this game.
Francoeur's hit some balls right on the button. That one he lines into left field for a base hit.
Left fielder Corey Sullivan 0 for 2. Left center field to his left, Headley. Each of the first 2 hitters going after the first pitch for Mojica.
Well, both of them got fastballs. Francoeur base hit. Sullivan hits it hard, but Headley able to run it down.
Catcher Omir Santos 0 for 2 days so far. In the second, he grounded out to short, and in the fourth, flied to Gwynn in center field. Strike 1 from Mojica. Second start of the series for Santos, who also started game 1 on Thursday night. Final meeting of the year between these teams. Padres have won 5 of the 6. Left field, down in front of Headley. Lead runner Francoeur to second. 2 on with 1 out.
Santos strokes this ball into left field, and that's a hanging breaking ball really right in the middle of the plate. Santos lines it into left field for a base hit. Well, I know the Mets have been behind in this series, but they, other than a couple of times, they really don't play hit and run. They really don't try to manufacture, especially with this part of the lineup up. Francoeur played hit and run earlier today, but for the most part, you're going to have to make a pitch.
Outside corner, strike 1 to Anderson Hernandez. He knocked in the game's lone run in the second with a flare to left center, scoring Francoeur. And Hernandez walked in the fourth. Balls and 2 strikes. And the pitcher on deck. The 8 and 9 hitters, Hernandez and Santana, have come up 4 times and reached base all 4 times.
Yeah. Each with a base hit and a walk.
Sails up and away, 2-2. It's Anderson Hernandez's second game since coming over from the Nationals in a trade.
Fouls the fastball up. Maybe he could jump the head 0-2.
Got it past him. And the strikeout of Hernandez.
Watch Hernandez here with the 2-strike approach here. And all he's really doing is keeping that weight right in the center. Bowing the knees up a little bit to kind of keep his body centered. And it wasn't enough to catch up with the fastball of Mojica.
Santana singled to right in the second inning and walked in the fourth. 2 on, 2 outs. Padres bullpen unscored upon now in its last 17 innings. Foul at the first base line. The first base coach, Luis Alicea.
Yeah, bullpen's been tremendous for the Padres. Strikeouts are up. Just strike throw is up. Guys are coming in, getting ahead, throwing a lot of strikes. Adams, especially in the 8th inning, has been unbelievable.
Well, the last runs given up by the Padre bullpen was in the 8th inning on Tuesday night against Atlanta. Garrett Anderson got credit for a 2-run single to left, and that was the ball that Chase Headley actually caught.
That's right.
But third base umpire Bill Welke said he didn't catch it, and it scored 2 runs on the play. Those are the last runs given up by the bullpen. That was given up by extra. So even that's a little suspect. There was that play.
See, got the glove underneath. That's great. You guys come up with that stuff. You guys are awesome down there.
They do their homework. Left center field. And Tony did not hang on. And 2 runs are in. 1 run in. That will be a base hit for Santana. And it's 2-0. There's some irony there. After what we just showed, Headley and Gwynn coming over, and that one drops in.
Yeah, originally I thought Headley was going to go for it, but it just comes out of little Tony's glove. He had it in the glove, and it comes out. And it's kind of a combination of trying to catch the ball and avoid Headley on the slide. You see it goes in, and it comes out. Hits the ground. Angel Hernandez making the call.
A strange play, a single for Santana, taking second on the throw. It brings in Francoeur with the second run of the game for the Mets. And runners at second and third for Pagan. Johan Santana, 2 hits and a walk, and he's knocked in a run besides what he's done on the hill today. That officially ends the string at 17 innings for the Padre bullpen, unscored upon.
That's the second time in 2 nights we've seen balls go in the gap and almost see a collision between the right fielder and between Venable and Anthony last night, and today Headley and Anthony in left center.
Wide off the glove of Salazar and into center field. Santos and Santana come in. Well, Oscar going to his right, got the mid on it. But the Mets have taken a 4-0 lead.
And he just jumps out and hooks that ball, and it just goes off the glove. I think if you ask Oscar, I think he's going to say he should have had that.
And an error is charged to Salazar. So 3 runs are in here in the Mets' 6th inning. Castillo 1 for 3. A high strike. Castillo singled to center in the first. On the left field side, Cruz into the seats. Does he hang on? Yes.
And wow, look who's down there. Marvin Hudson, home plate umpire.
Who's hanging on going into the first row? Mets get 3 in the 6th, though, 2 of them unearned. Tables on the outfield warning track or the batter's eye porch before the game. Get there early. Seating is first come, first serve. And Park in the Park gates open at 10:30 a.m. Visit Padres.com/breakfast for more details. They had another successful breakfast at the park prior to the game today.
A lot of people looked like they were enjoying it this morning.
Santana now with a 4-run lead. Out of the order for San Diego. Cabrera takes a strike. Yeah, very unique idea, the breakfast at the park.
Yeah.
A low strike called there by Marvin Hudson, 0-2. With his fly to center and line to short.
Running the bases and swinging the bat hadn't affected Santana. He's still efficient, jumping right ahead of Cabrera, 0-2.
Center field, Pagan. 1 out. Would you look for that if you were leading off an inning and the pitcher had run the bases just prior to that?
Yeah, you would.
Kind of see if he'd lost
just to
a little
see,
bit?
yeah. But, you know, the ratio already today. He's thrown 70 pitches, 50 of them for strikes. You know, his track record is pretty impressive that, you know, he's a guy that's going to throw a lot of strikes.
Adrian singled in the first and in the fourth went down swinging.
Adrian got a good fastball to hit right there, fouled it off. Santana's a guy that lives on the edges. Like I said, works all the way over on the third base side of the rubber. For left-handed hitters, you feel like that outside corner is far, far away. And you're almost surprised when you get a ball like that one that's in. And he's on the very edge of that third base side.
Right to the second baseman, Castillo. You know, Everett Cabrera is a Rule 5 pickup. What many people may not remember is that Johan Santana was a Rule 5 pickup for the Twins. Santana was originally in the Astros organization. The Marlins actually Rule 5'd him, and the Twins arranged a trade on the same day as the Rule 5 draft to acquire him from the Marlins. So the Mets, or I should say the Twins, had to keep him in the big leagues his first year in 2000. In his first year in the big leagues, he was 2-3 with an ERA of 6.49, primarily as a reliever, 30 relief appearances. That's down the left field side, fair, and Kuz chugging for second, and he's in with a 2-out double. There's the first Padres extra base hit of the game off Santana.
Not that bad a pitch is down. Kuzmanov goes down and gets it. Might have cracked his bat in doing so. '24th double.
With 2 down, Chase Headley. Chase has grounded out a couple of times, once to third. That was a good play by David Wright to rob him in the second. And last time to the second baseman Castillo in the fourth. Fouled off of him in the batter's box.
Really right at the end of Santana's delivery. It's kind of herky-jerky as he gets ready to deliver the baseball, and I'm sure that helps with the deception. He kind of almost short arms the ball. And again, one of the best in the business.
He's grabbing the upper deck.
In the upper tank.
To left field. Base hit. In comes Kuz. They're going to hold Chase to a single. But the Padres are on the board here in the sixth, and it's 4-1. Corey Sullivan made a nice play in left field. But Headley gets his 40th run batted in.
And again, not a bad pitch. Look where this pitch is. It's down. Santos, the catcher, had to drop to his knees with the palm of his hand up. And he goes down and lashes that ball into left field for a base hit.
7-game hitting streak now for Chase, who's hit safely in 11 of his last 12 as well. Kyle blinks. Pops it up. First baseman Murphy. Blinks has to avoid him. And Murphy makes the catch in fair territory. But a little 2-out rally produces the first San Diego run. After 6, New York 4. Could join us on this Sunday afternoon. Mark Neely with Tony Gwynn. Noy will be back on Tuesday when we're in Milwaukee. We're into the 7th, and on comes Ryan Webb.
And he comes back from AAA Portland. He made 3 appearances in relief the first go around. Webb's got a good live fastball.
Three, 4, and 5 hitters for the Mets in the 7th. So David Wright will lead off against Webb. A couple of strikeouts today for Wright, and he's also grounded to second. Mets into the 7th. Fastball at 96, strike 1. That one up high.
Ryan Webb comes out to shoot 96 on the first one, 97 on the second.
Thank you, ball inside. 2 balls and a strike. Webb, by the way, one of 3 pitchers acquired from Oakland in the Scott Hairston trade. Stays in foul territory. Right, not taking any chances. Started heading up the first base line.
You never know when that ball might kick from foul to fair.
Webb's 2-2. Outs down to Cabrera. The Padres shortstop throws out right. Leadoff man gone. And cleanup hitter up. First baseman Daniel Murphy.
For Ryan Webb, his first time through, pitched 3 1/3, and he gave up 8 hits, had an ERA of 10.80. So definitely want to come in and have some good quick innings.
Back to the mound, knocked down by Webb. 1-3 put out of Murphy, and 2 away in the 7th. It's a quick out there. Jeff Francoeur has been in the middle of it all really for the Mets today. Singled leading off the 2nd and scored the game's first run. Singled leading off the 6th and scored in that inning as well.
And at least in this series, he's really swung a bat good. Some good pitches, too.
6 for 14 in the series. And 1-1 to Francoeur. strike.
Well, that was a good breaking ball by Ryan Webb, but no. Look at that ball. Snap that ball in the outside corner.
Popped up, and who wants it? Coos. Nice inning for Webb, who sets the Mets down in order. And it's time to stretch at Petco Park. Nice crowds on this Hall of Fame weekend.
Yeah, really.
35,000 plus last night. Bottom of the order up for San Diego in the 7th. Just catching up on the funnies.
Yeah, got the comics out.
Santana went a season-high 8 innings in his last start, which was against the Cardinals, and he pitches into the 7th today at 82 pitches entering the inning. He's had 8 straight games that he's thrown at least 100 pitches, so from the Mets' perspective, you probably think they got certainly a bit more in the tank than Santana here today.
Yeah. Well, they finally gave up a run in the last inning on double by Coos and a single by Headley, and both of those pitches were good pitches down in the strike zone. So I think he's still got plenty left in the tank.
All one to Oscar Salazar. He's grounded into a double play and fly to right. Pulled foul down the left field side. I've lost to Beveridge. They need to bring a glove next time, too.
Well, she tried for the old one-handed catch.
The chopper, Santana off the mound to field it. One gone. Santana's high pitch count in an outing this year, 120. That was May 27th against Washington. Still got your drink. Really could have used a glove
Mm-hmm.
off the heel.
Definite glove candidate.
Blanco fouls it back. And he's had a good day, good series. Single and a walk in this one. 5 for 8 in the series against the Mets. 0-2.
Santana still got good life on the fastball.
Down the left field line, just foul. Inches from the outside part of the chalk. Very close.
If I'm Jerry Manuel, I'm not taking him out. This is my number one. We've lost the first 3 games in this series. My closer has blown 1 game this series.
You got to ride this horse as long as you can within reason, right?
I would. I definitely would. His pitch count he's at 89 right now. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Fastball up high. Two and two. One out, nobody aboard in the San Diego 7th. Padres trailing it by 3. It's jammed, turns on it, and pulls it foul into the upper deck.
Just really hadn't thrown that breaking ball very much today, and I'm sure he doesn't feel like he needs to, but there he's throwing a little slider, and Blanco way out in front of that.
Breaks his bat, one hopper behind the bag, and David Wright throws across. Barrel of the bat winds up at 12 feet from third base. Pitcher spot due up. And last one. Barrel went about as far as the baseball as it was fielded by David Wright.
You know what? It looked like that ball hit right on the barrel. That didn't even look like it hit off the end. And that bat just snapped.
Eckstein batting for Webb.
Check this ball. It's going to hit right on the barrel. Not off the end, right on the barrel. And that thing just snapped.
Rolled softly to Murphy, who takes it himself. Santana faced the minimum 3 hitters in the 2nd thanks to a double play, but he has his first 3 up, 3 down inning of the game. mission, and this year a Channel 4 crew joined the team to document the miracles that would happen. The resulting documentary, 10 Days in Guatemala, is an amazing report on medicine and miracles in rural Central America. 10 Days in Guatemala debuts tonight at 6:30 and 8:30. Go to 4sd.com for more information. Lefty Joe Thatcher takes over on the mound for the Padres.
Shoot, since the recall, Thatcher has been really good. 3.38 ERA. Last pitched a couple of nights ago. Went an inning, struck out 2.
That's left fielder Corey Sullivan 0 for 3. Six, 7, and 8 part of the order for the Mets in the 8th inning. They lead it by 3. And the strikeout is Sullivan, 1 away.
Thatcher just has really been impressive here the last few times out. A little breaking ball. And for Sullivan, that ball's got to start behind him. And he's trying to hang in there.
Strike 1 to the catcher, Omir Santos.
Last 10 outings, ERA of 0.82. Opponent's only hitting a .08. 18 strikeouts. Only 3 walks. And the biggest difference is he's in the strike zone, throwing strikes.
Difference in the game, the Mets 3 runs 6, 2 of those runs unearned. Right center field. Tony has that measured. Archer has set down the first 2. Shortstop Anderson Hernandez making his first Mets start since coming over from the Nationals. Singled in the first run of the game in the 2nd. Walked in the 4th, banned in the 6th. Towards the middle, Cabrera bounces by and into center field, a 2-out base hit.
Well, that ball just had a lot of top spin on it.
As we talked about earlier, Jerry Manuel, he's going to keep riding Johan Santana. Let him bat here for himself in the 8th. And besides, Santana's 2 for 2 today.
Yeah.
With a walk, RBI, and a run scored. That's kind of continued the trend on this homestand. Opposing pitchers getting .313 with 5 walks and 3 RBIs since July 31st. Fouled off the catcher, Blanco.
And the explanation is hard to figure. In today's case, Santana can swing the bat a little bit, but you had 4 pitch walks, you had jam shots.
You could drive yourself crazy thinking about that. Perhaps pitchers were hitting 050 for 2 months here, and then there's a little window where they're hitting 300.
And luckily, for the Padres, this has been a winning homestand. 2 or 3 for the Brewers, and you lost the series to the Braves, but you come back and win the first 3 games of this series.
Breaky ball. Check swing, but Santana strikes out. Scoreless inning for Thatcher. Top of the order coming up for the Padres in the bottom of the 8th. Santana back to the mound. At the bottom of the 8th inning to face the top of the order. Guys playing ping pong on the roof up there. Don't want to make too hard a hit.
I was going to say,
flip it over the roof.
Don't want to slam it and slam it off the roof.
Well, he shortens up, takes inside, ball 1. And the Padres have another rally in them on this homestand.
Santana's done a great job of keeping Quinn and Cabrera off the bases. 0 for 6 between them.
Its bullpen is active. The left-hander Feliciano, right-hander Stokes. One and two.
Anthony just having all kind of trouble picking up that baseball. That was a kind of a sidearm changeup.
Fouls the fastball back.
Again, early in the game, Santana really didn't throw that changeup too much. You get late in the game now, he's starting to mix the changeup in, even the left-handed hitters.
Santana at 102 pitches. Don't want to mess with authority up there. Slow roller, Castillo. Leadoff man gone in the 8th. And that's been a key today for Santana. Only one time today the Padres put the leadoff man on base, and that was Blanco, who singled leading off the 3rd. Everett has flied to center a couple of times and lined out to short. 0-1, busts him inside. Everett flied to very deep right center field his first time up. Caught on the warning track by Pagan. Wright was playing a half step in front of the bag in the right place and throws out Cabrera.
Good pitch. Cabrera hit it hard, right at right.
Two outs and nobody on for Adrian Gonzalez. And a single in the first. He was a strikeout victim in the fourth and grounded out to the second baseman Castillo in the sixth. One from Santana. High fly center field. Pagan coast to his left. 7 in a row retired by Santana, who has matched the season high 8 innings. It's incredible all you can eat prime rib buffet now for only $10. Ninth inning baseball for Petco Park on this Sunday afternoon. Mets trying to salvage a game. They have a 4-1 lead, and the Padres employ their fifth pitcher of the game, Greg Burke.
3-3, ERA of 3.90. Phone's hitting 246.
And he faces the top of the order. Pagan leading off, squares and takes ball one.
Well, Burke against lefties hitting 306 and the righties 188. So he's looking to have a good outing.
Got two switch hitters to begin the inning. Pagan, then Castillo, then a right-handed hitting David Wright. So this is quite a test here for Burke. It's 2-0 to Pagan. Ball 3 is low. Burke last pitched on Wednesday against the Braves, 2 scoreless innings. He issues a 4-pitch walk to Pagan to begin the ninth.
I see Francisco Rodriguez warming up in the Mets bullpen. There he is, and so see if the Mets decide they want to play for an insurance run here, or go ahead and play for a big inning.
Luis Castillo lays the bunt down. Burke has to hurry. Does not get him. Although it's a bunt base hit for Castillo, Burke with just a little momentary juggle. And Salazar was late getting there too.
He didn't really get a good grip on that ball. He had to re-grip. And that's all it takes.
Two men on for David Wright. Wright 0 for his last 9 in the series. On the heels of 3 consecutive hits his first 3 times up here on Friday night. Big hack there, fouled back.
Yeah, those first 3 at bats on Friday night were crisp. I mean, the last hit being a one-hop bullet in the past shortstop Cabrera that he turned into a double.
Whistle fouled on the right field side. Two to right. He's fanned twice and grounded out twice. 0 for 4. Hitting .324. He's top 3 in the National League in average.
Like we talked about, not hitting with the power that he has shown the first few years. RBI numbers are okay.
Towards the middle, Cabrera steps on for one, and a first to double play. 6-3 DP, 105th turn for the Padre defense. Over to third, Pagan with 2 outs. Burke gets what he needed there, a double play ball. Each team's now turned one today.
Yeah, Cabrera gobbled that ball up, took a couple of steps, stepped on second, and threw it on to first.
Strike one, 2, Daniel Murphy. And after that one, that was down and in. I think it too.
Really good off speed, whatever that was, split finger, or had Murphy fooled.
Towards short, over Cabrera and into left center, and the Mets had a run here in the ninth. As Pagan scores, it's 5-1. 38th RBI for Murphy.
Too good a 0-2 pitch. That ball's down and off the plate, and really Murphy does a nice job going out and getting it. I don't like to see too many of those 0-2 base hits.
Runner takes off. The pitch is strike. Throw to second. One hopper, but tag put down. And they still get Murphy attempting to steal. Mets had a run though in the top of the ninth. Bottom half coming up. Last chance for the Padres with Coos, Henley, and Blanks. Nice. The all-you-can-eat menu includes hot dogs or veggie dogs, nachos, popcorn, ice cream, novelties, and fountain sodas. And you can get your tickets today at Padres.com. And one thing the Mets run did in the top of the inning, it makes this not a save situation for Francisco Rodriguez.
Yep, you see the numbers, 2 and 3, 24 saves. And like you said, not a save situation. Opponent's hitting a $197.
Padres got 5 in the ninth off Rodriguez here on Friday night. That's what they would need to come from behind to win this today. Down by 4. Who's Henley and Blank scheduled here in the ninth? Eight innings for Santana, 1 run, 5 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, threw 109 pitches and 76 of them strikes. 2-1 on Kuzminov.
Santana gave the Mets exactly what they were looking for after losing the first 3 games. Definitely would like to win the last one, and Santana, he gave him a solid 8 innings.
Cruz has the only Padres extra base hit today. A 2-out double in the 6th. He was for the only Padres run when that was followed by a Headley RBI single. One down. Ball 1 to Headley. Chase knocked in the Padre run in the 6th and is 1 for 3. Oof.
That's one of those times where Santos again is asking for the ball away, and instead it's in. The hitter swings and misses. And you see the catcher back there scrambling, trying to just catch the ball.
Go to the outside corner. Baseless. The fly ball to left field, and Corey Sullivan squeezes out number 2. And Rodriguez has retired the first 2 here in the 9th. Kind of bounced back a couple of nights ago when he gave up 5 runs for just the 2nd time in his career in a single outing. He gave up 5 in an outing back in 2003, and then 5 here a couple of nights ago on Friday night. Padres down to their final out. Kyle Blanks takes outside ball 1.
You know, and I'm sure it's a big deal to him, but leadoff walk, Venable doubled him in, had the close play at the plate. Venable goes on to third. And so the winning runs at third base, and you know, you really don't care about walking one guy or 2 guys after that.
Yeah, he became a victim of circumstance there in many ways.
Yeah,
to give up 5.
To give up 5, but you know, with the winning run at third base, a couple of walks later, and then the grand slam, yeah, it goes in the books as 5. But
towards the alley in right center field. That ball well hit. It'll bounce all the way to the Cox side. Blanks to second. He'll stop there. Don't want to take a chance with 2 down in the 9th inning. Getting thrown out at third base.
He didn't try to do too much with this ball either. It's out over the plate, and he goes with it to right center field. A little bit out in front of that, too. Still strong enough to drive it all the way to the Cox sign in right center.
Two away for Salazar. He's trying to keep the rally going. 0 for 3 today. Again, not a safe situation for Francisco Rodriguez. He set the major league record last year with 62. And 69 chances in his last year with the Angels, making Bobby Thigpen's previous record of 57. Sad and low, ball and a strike. Five-one Mets. 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. And the Padres down to their final strike. Well, a loss would still leave this a winning homestand at 6-4. A loss would end the Padres' 3-game winning streak. A-Rod's 1-2 to Salazar. Shallow right near the line. Murphy, Francoeur, and Castillo. And in foul territory, caught by Murphy to end the game. And the Mets do salvage a game of this 4-game series, winning it today 5-1.